Hello everybody and welcome to the Tuesday edition of Video Clips, and I'll start with some announcements as I always do on Tuesday. The first thing is this week is the week we host Eileen Kopsaftis, who will be here for 3 days to see private patients, to work at one of our employer accounts, and also to do a special workshop here on the 16th. So who Eileen is, best physical therapist in the United States of America. If you have pain, if you want to avoid pain, back, joint, muscle, anything, this is the woman you want to see. She's going to do a great class here on Thursday night. So if you're in driving distance of Columbus, strongly suggest that you get your body here. 4 days with Peter Bregan, the psychiatrist from New York, who is, I don't even know what to say to this guy to condense it down into a couple of sentences. I think he's the most important psychiatrist in the world. He is the person who has led the charge against the drugging of Americans with psychiatric drugs and drugs for children. Go to his website, bregan.com, if you want to know more about this guy. He's our business partner in the mental health business, and he will be here for 4 days. You do not want to miss it. And that's at the end of this month, from March 30th to April 2nd. The summer schedule for the Institute is set. I want to tell you about 3 important things about this schedule. The first thing is, once a year we do the Diet and Lifestyle Intervention course, which offers the CEs for nurses and dietitians and CMEs for doctors, and we have the celebrity lineup. So if you want to learn this information from Dr. Neil Barnard, from Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, Dr. Alan Goldhammer, Dr. Ralph Moss, and some of our celebrity associates, summertime is the only time you get to do that, so that might be a good time to consider taking this course. Another thing about summer semester, we're offering statistics 1 and 2 back to back. We start in May, go through the end of the year, and you might be thinking, oh my gosh, statistics, why would I want to hear about that? If you really want to understand the medical literature and research studies and that sort of thing, you gotta take statistics. And we have the best teacher in the United States. Everybody who goes to our school is so worried about statistics, and then they take the course, and 6 weeks in they say, oh, you were so right, it's my favorite course. And actually Dr. Lewis, who teaches statistics, is everybody's favorite teacher. They like him a lot better than they like me. So if you've thought about taking statistics, I promise you will have a great time. It'll fly by. You'll be sorry that it's over at the end of the year. And then last but not least, I'm teaching diet, cancer, and cancer treatment during summer semester. And I'm only going to teach this live once, and then I'm going to turn it into a video platform. So those of you who are already signed up for the course know you're going to get the video platform and the live course. If you haven't looked into that yet, this is an extensive course that looks at what the science says about cancer treatment and the role of diet in preventing, treating cancer, etc. So anyway, those are my announcements. Pam Popper at MSN.com if you want to know more. All right, today's topic. According to a new meta-analysis, which included 95 studies, eating 10 servings of fruits and vegetables can prevent as many as 7.8 million deaths per year worldwide. The studies looked at fruit and vegetable intake for 2 million people, and then the recording of 43,000 cases of heart disease, about 47,000 strokes, 81,000 cases of cardiovascular disease, 112,000 cases of cancer, 94,000 deaths. After taking into account things like weight and smoking and physical activity and overall diet, the most important thing was fruit and vegetable intake. Not shocking news. Now, some fruits and vegetables prove to be a little better for preventing some conditions. For example, if you eat more apples and pears and citrus fruit and green leafy vegetables and cruciferous vegetables, you'll lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, cardiovascular disease, and early death. Eating more green and yellow vegetables like green beans and yellow peppers and cruciferous vegetables reduces the risk of cancer. But they are all good for you, is the bottom line. According to lead author Dr. Dagfinn Aun, there are several mechanisms of action which include the antioxidant content of these foods, but also, quote, the complex network of nutrients they hold. In other words, the synergistic interaction of so many nutrients. Additionally, compounds in cruciferous vegetables affect enzymes which can both prevent cancer and stimulate the development and maintenance of healthy gut bacteria. A lot of your immune function resides in your gut, so anything you do to help that bacterial colony or various colonies in your gut stay healthy, that's a good thing, and they love the remnants of carbohydrates, specifically fruits and vegetables and fiber. 10 servings of fruits and vegetables is about 800 grams. Most people don't eat this much, unfortunately. And interestingly enough, most countries have lower daily recommendations. The World Health Organization in the UK recommend 400 grams a day. Now, how insane is that? We can prevent almost 1,700,000 deaths per year if people eat 800 grams. So let's recommend that they eat 400. What's the mentality behind that? We want to kill people off faster? I don't understand. The Swedish government recommends 500 grams a day. The Danish government recommends 600 grams a day. Norwegian, 650 to 750. And believe it or not, the United States is the best, ranging from 650 to 800. At least they include the 800 gram number. But I still don't think that's enough. But very seldom do I give the United States government any credit when talking about dietary recommendations, because they usually don't get it right. Now, this upset me terribly. According to a statement made by the chief nutritionist at Public Health England, her name is Dr. Alison Tedstone, there won't be any change in the UK recommendations in response to this information, because doing so will make no difference. She said, quote, "Adding pressure to consume more fruit and vegetables creates an unrealistic expectation." I mean, this is a really great public health advocate essentially saying, why bother? Well, I got to tell you something. I am really sick and tired of hearing that most people are slothful humans who don't care about their health and don't care about what they eat. I think most of them actually do, but they're misled and lied to by governments, by medical institutions and health professionals and the media, and then they get blamed for making the decisions that these groups and organizations give them. It's absolutely nauseating. And the reason why I'm sick of this, think about this for a minute. The China study, Dr. T. Colin Campbell's book that he wrote with his son Thomas Campbell, excellent book, but let's all admit it's 400 pages, it's heavily referenced, it's not like reading a John Grisham novel, and over 1 million copies sold. Think about the success of all the documentaries. I mean, it really is a stretch to say that people are not interested in their health, and I think that public health authorities, shame on them for making these kinds of statements. Your job is to figure out a way to get people to do it, not to criticize the fact that they're not, well, you give out the wrong information and recommendations. Now, it is easy to eat 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. A serving, and this is kind of astounding when you think about it, is considered a half a cup of fruit, a medium piece of fruit, a cup of leafy green vegetables, that's what, 4 leaves of spinach, or a half a cup of cooked vegetables. So most of us who eat a diet that's comprised mostly of whole plant foods are eating many times this amount. I think my lunch had many times today's quota. I mean, I eat these ginormous salads, and you can see behind me my banana and apple for after I finished doing this today. There's 2 servings right there. So anybody can be shown how to do this, and this whole idea that people can't eat enough fruits and vegetables is absolutely ludicrous. We just need to tell them why to do it and how, and they will. Lead author Dr. Ahn says that the analysis is bad news for the supplement industry since, quote, most likely it is the whole package of beneficial nutrients you obtain by eating fruits and vegetables that is crucial to health. That is why it's important to eat whole plant foods to get the benefit instead of taking antioxidant or vitamin supplements which have not been shown to reduce disease risk. So that's a wonderful thing. She could work here, basically making the same recommendations. You simply can't take pills instead of eating the food. All right, that's all for today. As usual, pass this on to anybody who you think would enjoy watching it, and I'll be back to you on Thursday with more news.